Hey, my sugars. Before we get into my driving chat, I just wanted to welcome two new members to my channel, Berta David and Elizabeth. Is it Gao? I know I'm mispronouncing that. I am so sorry if I am. But welcome, both of you lovely ladies, to my channel. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you enjoy all of the content. So let's get into the driving chat. I hope everybody has a fabulous, fabulous day. Bye, guys. Hey everybody, how's it going? It is a balmy 50 degrees today. It's supposed to be a low of 31 tonight, so it's going to get below freezing. Oh my goodness. So, excuse my look. It is early in the morning. I think it is 10 o'clock. It's early for me. I am on my way to my sister's house to go drop off a card for my youngest nephew. He is turning 15. Yes, I can't believe it. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about, and before I go into this, I'm fine. Everything's okay. I think for now everything is okay. Oh, and an update on Adam. He went to the eye doctor and to the specialist, and they looked at the back of his eye, that little freckle they thought he had on the back of his eye. Turns out it is a birthmark. I've never heard of someone having a birthmark on the back of their eyeball, but the good news is that the specialist doesn't think that it is nothing to worry about, and no cancer. Let me put my glasses on because need to see to drive. Yeah, no cancer or anything like that. So that is good. I was very, very worried about that because it's not every day you hear about someone having a spot on their eyeball. Anyway, it's also raining a little bit today, so that's fun. So anyway, long story short, I have been very, very stressed out over a lot of different things recently, and let me set my cruise control. And for someone with mental health issues, stress is really, really bad. I know stress is bad anyway for anyone, and I sympathize and understand anyone that is having issues with stress. But last night it came to a head. I was fine, or I thought I was fine, and then all of a sudden I started having really, really sharp chest pain, and like to the point where I couldn't breathe. I was on the computer, I was on my PC, and I got up. I was playing a game with Sean. I got up, Adam was in the den. I went and laid down on the sofa, and I was like, Adam, you need to call 911. I can't breathe. And immediately my mind goes to, I have the vid of Co. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, this damn booster that I got is causing me to have these issues. Anyway, I couldn't breathe. I literally felt like somebody was stabbing me in the chest. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I told Adam, I was like, you need to call 911. He was like, no, let's like calm down. He was like, you're probably having a panic attack. Which, I mean, this has happened to me before, just not to this extent. So I went and laid down on the bed. It wasn't getting any better, so he called my mom. My mom came over with, she wanted to check my blood pressure, and she brought her blood pressure. She has like a little machine, and my blood pressure was great. I think it was like 111/60, so that wasn't an issue. My heart rate was fine, even though, because the machine said my heart rate was fine, even though I felt like my heart was just beating out of my chest because I couldn't breathe. But that's what a panic attack does to you. So Yikes. Yikes. Sorry, I've got someone who doesn't know how to drive. It scared the living shit out of me, though. I will tell you that. It scared Adam. It scared my mom. You know. And I've been so stressed out over so many silly things. And what I'm trying to say is stress is not worth it. It's just not worth it. And some of us, and that's what my mom kept telling me last night, is like, you can't stress about all of these, you know, little things. She was like, your mind is just mushrooming out. I said, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's what happens with someone with, you know, anxiety. So I was stressed about Adam with his eye appointment. I was stressed. I have a family member, and I'm not going to get into it, but they were having a pretty large surgery today, which they're fine. I think they had the surgery and had a hiccup, and they're in ICU right now, but stable. You know, just worried about so many things. You know, Thanksgiving at my house with 10 people. You know, I made wax this week. That's always stressful for me. It's like, it just seems like it's one thing after another. And I'm not doing this for any kind of pity party. I'm letting all of you know that stress is an absolute trigger for me to have anxiety and panic attacks, which I'm sure is the case for a lot of you that suffer with anxiety. And I'm telling you what, last night it was just like, I can't keep doing this to myself. I mean, it scared me so bad, and I feel so horrible that I scared Adam and my mom, and, you know, Sean was about ready to drive over, and, you know, you know, I was laying on my bed, and, you know, Adam and I it was kind of weird. My mom was sitting on the bed, Adam was laying on the bed with me, and we just started talking, and, well, they did more of the talking because, you know, I couldn't breathe very well. But I think a lot of it comes down to the last 2 years of me just being cooped up in my house, and I've pretty much become a recluse of not wanting to go out anywhere because I'm so paranoid of getting sick. And I'm just, you know, scared I'm going to die from it, or I'm going to get my family members sick, you know, who are at high risk. It's just... But we were talking last night, and my mom was like, you know, I really think you need to talk to someone again, like, you know, psychiatrist, which I haven't done for years. And I agree with her. So I am going to look into, you know, what our insurance covers as far as like a Zoom call with a psychiatrist, because I definitely don't want to go anywhere. So I'm going to do some research on that. But we were also just talking about how I think a lot of it too is I miss like social interaction with people. Because before the vid of Co hit, I was pretty much a homebody, but I would still go out and do things. Like I'd go to the grocery store, I'd run errands for Adam, or I'd go, you know, visit my sister, or hang out with my mom, or go see my dad and my stepmom. You know, go down to my dad's cottage down at Gwen's Island. You know, I would go and do things. You know, Sean and I would go and, you know, hang out, whether we go to like Science Museum, or there's a really cool museum here in Richmond. It's called the Poe Museum, Edgar Allan Poe. It's really neat. It's teeny tiny, but it's really cool. But we would just, you know, do those things, go down to Carytown. They had some really cool things there. And I really think just the lack of any social interaction, even though I do have social anxiety, everybody needs some kind of social, you know, social interaction with people, even if it's minimal. And I've just withdrawn so much where I just haven't had that. And I think it just came to a head between that and all the things I was stressed out about. So, I just want to say that if anybody is going through stress and anxiety, I think it is so important to talk to someone. And I am definitely going to do that this week. I'm going to research some doctors and see what is covered by our insurance. And I know I have a lot of my friends, through YouTube and social media that also talk to, psychologists and psychiatrists through Zoom calls, and it's really helped them. So I think I need to do that. But yeah, last night it scared the hell out of me. It really did. And that had happened to me one other time before. Sean was living with us, and it had happened where I couldn't breathe, and I had to go lay down, and yeah, it was just, it's not good. Stress can do just so many horrible things to your body. I know I've mentioned this before in another Whip and Chat, but when I was working, in real estate, and I was working for a pretty high profile real estate agent. I was his, PA, personal assistant, as well as, I would go and meet the clients at closings. I was a closing manager. It was a very stressful job. But I had the same thing happen then, where I started having like chest pain, and we thought I was having, heart issues. So I actually went to a heart specialist. And we get in there, and it's like, one, I'm the youngest one in this waiting room. Two, the heart specialist, looks me over and hooks me up to EKG and all that stuff. And then he's just like, you're stressed out. You need to stop it. Stress is causing you to have these physical issues. It really does a number on your body, physically as well as mentally. So I'm here to tell everyone, try not to stress. I know it's easier said than done, and I know we've got, holidays coming up for those of you that celebrate the holidays. We're getting into colder weather, which can bring on, depression. At least it does for me. Like today, with it being cold and rainy, it's like, I didn't want to get up out of bed today, but I was like, I have to do this. I have to go take this card over here. And I wanted to just get out of the house. Adam he didn't want me to drive today because of what happened yesterday, but, too bad. Too bad. Let's see if I can reach the mailbox here where my sister is. Maybe. Oh, I can do this, right? I can do this. Yes. 1 second. Okay. Stay. All right. That is done. Wanted to give him a card with some money. Because, he's 15, my nephew, and it's like I asked him what he wanted for his birthday. Do you know what he told me? He said a PC. Like, a computer? Are you kidding me? No. No, ma'am. I'm not buying you that. No. Anyway. So yeah, that was my night. But again, I'm okay. Adam, like I said, Adam didn't want me to drive. Just because he was worried if I had another panic attack. He doesn't want me to be in the car when that happens. But I'm okay. My sister doesn't live very far from me. And like I said, I needed to get out of the house. I've been cooped up in the house for too long. The other thing is, I need to drive my car. We've gotten to the point where I have 6,100 miles on my car, and I've had it for 3 years. 3 years. So obviously that tells you I don't go anywhere. So we've gotten to the point now where Adam will drive my car to work once a week, just to get it, to get it going, because it's really bad to have a car sit and not be driven. I don't know if I told you all about I might have, I don't remember, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I had to get my car inspected, because here in Virginia you have to get yearly state inspections to make sure your car is functioning, and they check basic things like your brakes, your lights, I don't know what else they check, to be honest, but yeah, so you have to have a yearly inspection done. So I took it up there, I think it was last week. My mom took me up there, dropped me off. I dropped it off, and then she brought me back home. So then they called and said it was ready to be picked up. So I went and picked it up. My mom took me up there. Oh gosh, that's horrible. Oh, I just saw a bad thing on the road. So I pick it up. No, I take that back. Adam, on his way home from work, met me at the car place, which is right around the corner from our house. And I picked up my car, and he was following me home, and all of a sudden I had a light come on in my car saying service needed. I was like, what? And it was like that engine light, where it's a little engine that lights up. It's like, oh no ma'am. So I just turned right around and went right back up to the to the car place, and Adam turned around and followed me. And I got up there, and the funny thing is the mechanic comes out and he goes, what did I do? What did I do wrong? I'm like, you didn't do anything wrong. I just need to know why this light is still on in my car. So he goes and gets his little computer. Now keep in mind, where I take my car, it's like a good old boy shop, It's like 4 or 5 mechanics in this 2-bay little shop. But they do an excellent job, and I've been going there for years. But yeah, so he hooks it up, and he's trying to figure it out. So I have a BMW, and they're like, these foreign cars with all of their electronic and gadgets, it's so hard and blah blah blah. I was like, that's all right. So I pulled out my owner's manual, and I was looking at all the symbols, the lights, they would come on, and he was like, it's not saying that anything's wrong, it's saying, everything's fine. I was like, okay, well, can you just reset it? So he tried to reset it, that didn't work. So I found it in the owner's manual how to reset it on his little machine. So we got it all figured out, but yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, so by the time you see this, it will be Thursday. So WeWax is going to come out tomorrow, Friday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on my Etsy shop. I'm actually doing 2 cents. I decided, I took a poll with my channel members on which cents, I gave them, I think, 3 options and asked them which one they liked. Well, it was close between 2 cents. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 cents. So I did 23 tins of 1 cent and 23 tins of the other cent. So the cents are going to be apple maple bourbon, which honestly just smells like maple pancakes to me. There's a little bit of an apple smell to it, but I don't smell any bourbon. But anyway. And then the other one is oatmeal and honey, which is one of my absolute favorites. It is a very, light, clean scent. Just gives you the warm fuzzies inside. I love it. So those are the 2 cents I am dropping for WeWax. And again, I will have WeWax November and then December, and then I'm going to take a break, and I'll probably have some more WeWax in March for my Josephine Wall event. I am so excited for this event. I've got some awesome sponsors that have agreed to donate, really happy. Very excited about it. So I'm truly grateful to all of the people that I've reached out to, as well as the ones that have reached out to me and said, hey, would it be okay if I donated, XYZ? And I'm like, absolutely, I just think it's fabulous that people are just so gracious and kind in this community. So very excited for that event coming up in March. It'll be March 1st through April 20th, Josephine Wall, and the hashtag is going to be JWallAlong 2022. I've already ordered my canvas from Uniquely Yours Down Under, which is also a sponsor. And I should get that hopefully in the next, 3-4 weeks. No big deal. I've got till March. So yeah, very excited about it. So if you have any questions about that event, feel free to message me either on Instagram or email. I will have more details about that event, of course, as we get closer to it. It's only November. We still have 4 months. But it's basically going to be, work on a Josephine Wall kit between March and April. And, I'll have more details as we go along. But it needs to be a licensed Josephine Wall kit, which you can get from Diamond Art Club, Uniquely Yours Down Under, and Mystical Diamond Art. And I think diamond painting, is it Dutchland? I can never pronounce that right. Never, ever, ever. Anyway, yeah, so super excited for that. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. Got some amazing sponsors, and hopefully I will have more sponsors before the event. I'm sure I will. So, yes. But anyway, so I am going to go home and I'm going to relax today and probably just try to diamond paint, but I'll be really honest, I haven't done a lot of diamond painting. It is No Start November, so I have 8 whips that I could work on. I'm still working on my custom of blue from TSA. It's bittersweet working on that canvas, it really is. So I might switch that up and work on some of my other whips. But definitely check out No Start November, either Abigail Marie or Elizabeth Ensley. I think Bev is also hosting it. And there was someone else. I'm so sorry. But I'll definitely have some links down below that you can check out their videos for No Start November. Definitely an event I can get on board with because I have so many whips. I used to be the type of person that would only work on one canvas at a time, and I just wanted to start on other ones. So yeah, I have a lot of whips. I have slowed down buying things just because we got the holidays coming up, and I don't really need a whole lot. I have everything I could possibly ever want as far as diamond painting goes. So, but of course, I like to support small business, and I will continue to do so. But yeah, so I'm trying to think what else I have to talk to you about. I had thought about doing a live stream. My biggest thing is, and I know everybody's like, do what you want when you want to, but there are so many people that go live. I don't want to overlap and step on anybody's toes. And it looks like, everything at nighttime is pretty much taken. So it would probably have to be something during the daytime, which I know, a lot of us are at work. But anyway, I was thinking about doing that. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. What else is going on? The cats, y'all. These cats. Don't get me wrong. I love my cats. I do. They are very unique and have their own personalities. But man, they are just a pain in the ass. Always, whenever I turn a camera on, they're always running around, wanting to get into things. Yeah, that's insane. But I will will say, last night when I wasn't feeling well up on the bed, Skylar actually came out, which they usually hide when people come over because they don't like new people or new things. But Skylar actually came out and was like, what's going on? Who is this person? My mom, why are they sitting on my bed? That kind of thing. So that was cute. But yeah, they're just, I said this before, they're just not, cute, cuddly. Wow, that house sold in one day. Oh my gosh. That house went up yesterday. Wow. Houses are selling like crazy. They're just not cute. They are cute, but they're not lovey-dovey cats. They don't want to sit in your lap. They don't want to be held. They'll let you pet them on their own terms. It's just, sometimes you want a lovey-dovey cat to sit in your lap and, give you snuggles. So, I don't know. It is what it is. But they're an absolute joy. So I am glad to have them. All right, well, I am almost home. So I hope everybody has a fabulous rest of your day, rest of your week, weekend, and try to relax. No stress, no stress. I'll be the first to attest to that. So I hope all of you have a fabulous rest of your week, weekend, and I will see you again very soon. Bye, guys.